Edgar Allan Poe is known for his creepy tales with an enormous legacy. The Raven and the Telltale Heart are two of his best-known works. Sadly, Poe died at only 40 years old, with little recognition for his talent. All of his notoriety came only after his death. One collection of his works, Tamerlane and Other Poems, only had 50 copies printed for the first edition. Scholars began searching for his other works as Poe's legend grew after his death. A first edition of Tamerlane and Other Poems sold in 2009 for more than $600,000. The collection itself is only about 40 pages long. Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press in the 15th century in Mainz, Germany. The first book printed on the press was the Bible. So, technically, the Gutenberg Bible is the first mass-produced book in world history. Incredibly, because these printings are so rare, even single pages of a Gutenberg Bible have sold for $100,000 or more. This book is unique on our list because it was not the contents that make it rare, but the method in which the copies were made. There are 22 copies of the first edition of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Only 6 of these are in the hands of individuals, while the others are stored in prestigious libraries. This book was written by Carroll, complete with illustrations by John Tenniel, in 1865. The book was originally supposed to have 2,000 copies, but a new edition was created because Tenniel was dissatisfied with the copy of his artwork. Before the original first version was pulled, Carroll gave close friends and family copies of the book. There are 22 copies of the first edition of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Only 6 of these are in the hands of individuals, while the others are stored in prestigious libraries. This book was written by Carroll, complete with illustrations by John Tenniel, in 1865. The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer is a book that has stood the test of time. It features 9 tales of different people in the 15th century. Each tale is told by a specific character as they all travel to Canterbury, such as the Knight's Tale, the Friar's Tale, the Squire's Tale, etc. The original printing of the first edition of the Canterbury Tales is from 1477. As of today, only 12 of those original printings are accounted for. The most recent sale of an original printing took place in 1998. At that time, Sir Paul Getty purchased the first edition for about $4.5 million. Because the original printing is so old, these books will only become rarer, and more expensive, as time passes. Leonardo da Vinci is known for many things. He was an inventor, an astronomer, a mathematician, a philosopher, and a prolific writer. His personal notebook, the Codex of Leicester, contains many of his personal scientific observations. Some of the topics covered in this book include water, air, fossils, astronomy, and more. The Codex Leicester is the rarest book on this list and in existence because there is only one copy. After da Vinci's death, his personal notebook was passed on to different consequential people. The Codex remained in the custody of the Leicester Earls until American Armand Hammer purchased it in 1980. 14 years later, a different American businessman, Bill Gates, bought it for more than $30 million. He is the current owner of the Codex Leicester. The book itself is only 18 handwritten sheets, meaning that Gates paid $1.6 million per page.